So thanks for inviting me around today, Luca. Now, you're a wine importer, but not just any old wine importer, are you?
Correct indeed, Joe. Me and my business partner, we specialize in importing, sourcing, and discovering the smallest and fine artisan producers, which throughout Italy, they produce some of the most outstanding, wines.
So most people I know have actually had a bit of a history with wine, but how did you get into wine?
I always had a passion for anything artisan. I could have ended up in, cheese importing or meat importing. But then when I came to London, the passion for wine, it just exploded.
So at times I've made massive mistakes when trying to pair Italian food and Italian wine. What would you say are the kind of basics I should know next time I'm trying to do this?
The first step is basically to try to understand the intensity of flavors and fattiness and aftertaste of the dish. And then you have to try to match it with a likewise intense wine.
We're gonna do a really simple lentil hummus, a little bit of tahini, all on a bruschetta, so we've got a nice kind of aperitivo to get the guests a bit hungry and in the mood for what's coming later. Into a food processor, add your lentils, add 4 teaspoons of tahini and the juice of half a lemon.
And honestly, I couldn't match it any better with this particular wine, which is basically one of the old school Prosecco. It's called Sottoriva and it's made by this young producer, 35 years old.
Yep.
It's very light, it's very elegant, and it also has a slightly higher acidity, which is gonna match perfectly well with the sweetness given by the pulse and by the tahini.
I think the best way to find this out, though, is to probably take its little hat off and have a little taste. Whoa, that was incredible. The real force behind that, wasn't there? Well, Luca, your fantastic wine, it looks incredible. Cheers, salute, cent'anni.
Cent'anni.
We're going to be having a barbecue later, and what's a barbecue without some burgers?
Now I've got the perfect wine for your burger, and this, again, is one of the ultra-classic wine of Italy. It's called Valpolicella. It comes from the western part of Verona, exactly where I come from.
Yep.
The main reason why I decided to match it with your burger is because you're going to use a little bit of dolce latte, isn't it?
Correct. What's gone into here, we've got pork, we've got beef, we've just done a little bit of ground fennel just to give it that slight perfume, that slight nod to aroma. And then we've put lots of breadcrumbs in, which is going to make that beef and pork mix really, really soft, really moist. A little bit of pepper and salt. I'm just going to mix it up.
So all I had to do was to find a medium structure red wine with a good level of acidity to cope with the meat.
So I think the best thing to do now is to crack the bottle open and we'll have a taste. So here's the wine, here's the meat, here's the barbecue. Salute, Luca.
Cin cin, evviva!
Having a barbecue the Italian way